Okay, in case you're tuning in or listening to this expecting a show, that's not really what it is. I'm just doing this as a favor for Deano. He was wanting some old clips from some of the old shows and some of the punks and stuff like that. So by all means, listen if you get a chance, but we'll probably delete this show pretty soon after it's over.
This is the Chris Top Program.
Hi, I'm Chris Top. First off, I want to thank you for tuning into the Chris Top Program. While I try my best to keep the show as rated PG-13 as possible, sometimes things slip out, or sometimes things happen, and that's just the way live radio goes. And because this is the internet, the FCC isn't around to tell me what I can and can't do. So because of the occasional slip-up or the guest that might get out of hand, you really need to be 18 or older to listen. If you happen to be under 18, please make sure you get your parents' permission. Go!
Get ready to lose moments of your life you'll never get back.
Take it from the top.
Sit back, relax, and try not to get too irritated.
Broadcasting live to at least 3 people.
My head just went numb.
That's just the intoxicating aroma of Chris Top filling your ears.
Hey, can I sue for that?
Welcome to the Chris Top Program.
The Chris Top what?
The Chris Top Program.
Go!
Captain's log. Star date 44, 13, 29, 47, 53, 44.8. It would seem as though the Enterprise has encountered a major malfunction. Our intergalactic butt cleanser has not worked for several days now. Everyone aboard the Starship Enterprise is suffering from a severe case of itchy dirty butt syndrome. It would seem as though Spock's not even immune to itchy dirty butt syndrome. I take my title of wingman very seriously. What kind of bro would I be if I didn't make sure my buddy got laid? Sure, you need your friends, but your life depends on your wingman. Some people say I'm the world's best wingman. Nah, I just care about my buddy's penis.
Dude, it's like I woke up out of this sleep, man, and I heard these voices. They were talking to me out of nowhere, man. Here, you can eat that vanilla wafer, dude. Those aren't voices in your head. You're tuned into the Pothead Show with Nathan. No way, man. There's shows for potheads? Well, you don't have to be a pothead to listen, but it's funny. Freelance smokers smoking pot and talking about random shit. Awesome. Fire up your bong, sit back and relax with the Pothead Show. I mean, it wasn't my intentions, and I was going to play a good song. I'm sorry that I did you on. Woo! Where'd that come from?
Excuse me, I didn't mean to balance in my burpings while I was on the air.
Man, I need to go shit. Why is it only women fart in their sleep? I mean, why can't they just cut one off like most guys do? I mean, that's what I want to know. My wife can burp with the best of us, but if you gotta fart, you gotta fart. It's human nature. More room out than in is what I always say. Why not share the flavor with everyone around you? Oh, man. Oh, look, now my song's ready. Ain't that a bitch?
Dude, you got 25 minutes left.
I don't have 25 minutes. I got 4 minutes left. Man, convicts are stupid. I need some scissors. I don't have any scissors. Don't throw them. Throwing scissors, it's like running with scissors, only faster. A group of criminals decided to videotape shooting airsoft guns at their victims and post it on YouTube. Complete with full credits, their names, and the location. That'd be almost as bad as smoking weed while you're on live radio. The video has since been removed from YouTube. It sucks because I'd like to see that.
Dude, once you put something on the internet, it stays on the internet forever. You just gotta look harder.
Raoul's barbecue tastes so good it'll make you want to slap your mama. Now that's my kind of morning. I wish I had a gun, because I'd be trigger happy like a motherfucker. You ever just have those mornings where you wake up, you wake up 30 minutes before your alarm goes off. Trigger happy like a motherfucker. So that's it. That's my show. Done it. I did 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 it. I done it. I did it. Yep, that's my show anyway. I'm outie like Kurt McGowdy. You know why? Because I'm stoned. No, man, is it over? Well, yeah, it's over, but they'll be back. That's awesome, dude. You took my Nilla wafer, didn't you? No, dude, I promise I didn't. I didn't take anything. Thanks for tuning in to the Pothead Show.
We are here live, right here on Bright Eyes Radio. You know. Check it out, Sandra. Go on, see if I'm live on Spreaker. You got to check it here. We are live right from my new iPad. Yes, iPad Touch, 32 gigabytes. I am live right now on my station. You're here with the one and only DJ JW. Right here on Spreaker. You know how it is. You check it real, check it live. Let's do it, bro. Let's do it now. Keep it real, check it here, check it live. I'm gonna say I'm right here, right now. Everybody, you keep it real, you keep it live. You are right here with the one and only DJ J. Whelan. Yes, that is correct. You are here with the one and only DJ J. Whelan, right here on Spreaker. Yes, Bright Eyes Radio coming to you live. Live. Yay, live. Oh, live. Baby, 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 live. Yes.
He does have to get a life. Because Chris Top thinks he's all that. Well, I have this punked that I'm going to play soon, and it destroys him. Now, if you're listening right now, and you're not signed up for Spreaker, sign up. It's fun, it's free, and you can join me in the chat, which, that's what Chris Top normally says. So, I think without further ado, I'm going to play the punked. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Punked, the Chris Top program.
From my lovely studio foam room in the Pennsylvania Penitentiary, you are in the right place. This is oh shit, KISS! What is the name of the show again? Now, whatever, I'm just gonna play 10 of my ads in a row and do a drum roll that makes me seem African.
Now, I am the one and only cock here on Spreaker. My name is Chris Top. Hey, KISS! I got it right! Now make me a sandwich.
Why am I laughing? Is it bad if I'm laughing at my cat? That my cat is licking the underside of my left pinky toe? Oh well.
I would like to welcome Miss Starbucks to the chat, and 20 other people, because I am number one. Hey, it's Clinton.
For the love of poetry and spoken words.
Guys, I think that we should sing a song.
I look forward from hearing from all of you. I love feedback. Please follow me here on Spreaker and check out my Facebook fan page. Please like it, look for the Chris Top program. Watch the fan page for notices and surprises shows all week long. 'cause it's dorks! Dorks of the world! We got dorks from all over the world. UK, Australia, and Canada too. We have people from Japan, China, and Lithuania, and most importantly, Tennessee. Dorks of the world! Dorks of the world! Dorks of the world, let's unite!
Hey, look over there. That's a dog hottie. One of the most hottest and horniest dogs on the entire planet. I'm gonna touch it.
Oh, baby!
Oh, she's horny!
Woohoo!
Well, that's the show. Now remember, till the next broadcast, life is good, and I am gone.
Oh, baby, let's get ready for 300 seconds on the couch.
I really don't know it's going to take 300 seconds.
I get paid by the hour.
I didn't realize girls had nipples until I was 16.
And you did what again?
Well, yeah, I'm 39 years old and I make ringtones. You know ringtones?
And how did that make you feel, Chris?
Ouch! Son of...
Chris, can you put the scotch tape down for a few minutes?
Yeah, sorry about that, Condoleezza. That's why I wanted the Bionic Woman doll when I was a little kid. I wanted to see her naked. Plus, I wanted to learn about sex. And I felt kind of funny just asking for the Bionic Woman doll. So I asked for the Bionic Man doll, too. The very first thing I did when I got the toys, I took her clothes off.
And when you got the Barbie for Christmas?
That was the Bionic Woman doll, Condoleezza.
Were you happy, Chris? Were you really happy?
Well, yeah, I'd say I was pretty happy, but, you know, the messed up thing is, I didn't realize women had nipples until I was 16. And that's when I saw them in a National Geographic. When I saw that, I never wanted to see nipples again. And I'll tell you what was really freaky was that Bionic Man doll. I took his pants off and there was nothing there. I thought, oh crap, what happens when I reach 18? Does my penis fall off?
Your parents, your father never talked about sex or girls with you?
No, not at all. I tried to ask, and he said if I wanted to know where babies came from, I should go ask my mother.
And did you ask your mother, Chris?
I asked her, Condoleezza, yes.
My name is not Condoleezza.
Anyway, Condoleezza, she said they came from Jack Daniels. So I asked her where I could find him to ask him about where babies came from. She said in my dad's toolbox. So I went to the garage and found my dad's toolbox, but all I found was a bottle and some batteries.
And do you think that affected your life in any negative manner?
Well, I guess it taught me that I shouldn't go to my parents every time I have some little question. And that's when I started reading. Thank God I found Playboy. From that point on, I was ready to look at breast again. And that brings me to McDonald's. You know, I think a lot of people go to McDonald's because they're addicted to the fries or maybe the sweet tea. That's not why I go, Doc. I go because the golden arches remind me of breast. It's not even a sexual thing, it's more of a comforting kind of thing. I'll pull up in the parking lot, I'll order my chicken nuggets. I just sit there, I eat my nuggets, and I stare at the arches. And then when I get ready to drive off, I'll go back through the drive-thru again and get a milk. I think I really have this unhealthy fixation on breasts now. Of course, that's probably more normal than a foot fetish, I guess. Hey, Doc, can I tell you about a date that I went on a couple of weeks ago?
I get paid by the hour.
I met this beautiful woman. Ever since I talked to the girl with the guy parts, I found this is really helpful. I'll go to the grocery store, and I'll go down the produce aisle. I tend to get pretty lucky when I hit on girls that are shopping for carrots. Of course, due to my circumstances, I'm better off hitting on girls that actually shop for baby carrots. But that's another story. So I meet this really hot brunette, we exchange phone numbers, I gave her a call, and she said she'd go out with me. So I go to her house to pick her up. She immediately told me she's not the type of girl that's impressed by a guy that takes her out and spends a lot of money. So she invited me in to have dinner at her place. I thought, well, this is kind of cool. To me, when a girl invites you inside right off the bat, that's just an immediate sign to try to kiss her. So I grabbed her by the waist, pulled her close to me, and I got ready to lay the big smack down on her. She stopped me. She said, let's eat first, there'll be plenty of time for dessert later. We had a seat at the table, and I was pretty impressed. She had those, not just paper napkins, but the designer paper napkins that are really thick. Right away, I knew she was a girl that paid attention to detail. I saw the very same baby carrots that I noticed in her shopping cart a few days earlier. But they were soaking in this gravy.
in this roast beef that you would not believe. She put some on my plate and I put it in my mouth, and it's like it just dissolved into this melody of yum. It was kind of like college girls pillow fighting topless in slow motion in my mouth. So anyway, I'm really enjoying this pot roast, and I've got this big honking mouthful. Next thing I know, she's in my lap, and she's got me by the neck, and she puts her hand around the back of my head, and she forces my mouth into hers. Bam! Her tongue goes in my mouth. There's gravy going everywhere, roast beef, carrots. It was disturbing. I asked her if she wanted to take a break from having dinner and maybe go to the bedroom. And that's when she pulled a porterhouse out and stuffed it down her shirt. And then she told me to go get it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think food can be sexy. A little chocolate, maybe some whipped cream, that kind of thing. But Doc, she put a porterhouse down her shirt.
And how did that make you feel, Chris?
Honestly, Doc, I lost my appetite and I ended up throwing up on her chest. The porterhouse was just too rare for me. I knew as soon as I got in my car to go home I'd made a mistake. I should have stayed. But I guess we live and learn, right, Doc? Oh, Doc, by the way, I don't know if this is out of line or not, but would you like to come over for dinner tonight?
No.
If you need a friend, please press 1. If you need help, please press 2. If you just want to talk about your day, please stay on the line and the next available representative will help you. If you need money, this number is no longer in service. Please try your call again later. Thank you for calling the Attention Deficit Hyper Disorder Hotline. If you have ADHD, please press 1. So you do have ADHD. Is this correct? Please press 1. Now that we know it is only necessary to make your selection. It has been established you do have ADHD. Please. Okay, dude, seriously, if you want help, you're gonna have to stop playing with the key. Hey, look, there's a shiny ball with bells on it. If this call was helpful to you, please do nothing. Thank you for calling the Attention Deficit Hyper Disorder Hotline.
Hello, fellow citizens. This is the latest in dork news from around the world. Those wacky potheads may not be as high as they think. They may have our milk money, but we still have all of our brain cells. Fellow dorks, never fear. Those mean girls who steal your bike every day are going to soon end up in Jailsville. Let's see how life looks behind the slammer. Not so much fun making knives out of soap just to survive, is it, ladies? Remember, kids, be a dork, be proud, be hip.
And now, another public service announcement brought to you by the Fuck You Network. The Fuck You Network is... Hey, Deano, what the fuck you doing?
Give me that goddamn microphone, motherfucker. Listen, motherfuckers. Are you tired of censoring what the fuck you say to save someone's feelings? Well, I am, and I'm not gonna do it anymore. This is the Fuck You Network, baby. It's my station. I say what I want, when I want, how I fucking want to. We got shows for everybody on this motherfucker. We got Dino's Crazy Mind for all my fucking comedy freaks out there. We got Fuck You Sports with Deano for all them motherfuckers that like to watch sports just like me. We got the Fuck You Music Network. I play anything on that motherfucker. I got 22 gigs worth of music, motherfuckers. You're gonna hear it all, from country to motherfucking rock, yo. 'Cause that's how the fuck we do. Alright, motherfuckers, enjoy. And remember, go fuck yourselves!
Like us on Facebook at the Fuck You Network.
Yo, welcome to Deano's Crazy Mind. I'm one motherfucker. On today's show, we're going to talk about being a wonderful fucking parent, if you know what I fucking mean, you stupid motherfucker.
If I had to beg and plead and play the symphony.
I seriously gotta ask myself why I even do this show, because in 3 seconds you motherfuckers are gonna forget everything I said. Okay, so yo, this is what you do, motherfucker. As soon as your son comes home and he says, there's somebody at school bullying me, this is what you do. You tell your son to go back to fucking school, you grab the other fucking kid by the neck, and while you're giving him the fucking bird, you say, look, you little motherfucker, I'm gonna kill your fucking ass next time you flip me the bird. And yo, so if you like me, Deano, here at the Network, you get sick and tired of all these little kids asking you to fix them a bologna sandwich. You say, get in there and fix your own damn sandwich, you stupid little motherfucker. And then while you're at it, you fix me a bologna sandwich. Ha! Now, as a parent, I know what I'm talking about. Now, listen up, parents. What you need to do is you need to make sure you give each and every one of your kids a pair of brass knuckles. Because you never know when some creepo motherfucking pedo is going to pull up and say, hey, kid, I got some candy, get in my car. Now, I know my kid wouldn't be able to resist. That's why I give him some motherfucking brass knuckles. That way he can knock the shit out of that motherfucking pedophile. Okay, next topic.
My view on the mother's milk, and I'm talking about breastfeeding. Hey, Deano from Network still breastfeeds. So all you little running around, 5 years old, 10 years old, 15, 20, 25, it don't matter. Yo, Deano will be breastfeeding until he dies, motherfuckers. You know what sucks, motherfuckers? That's being whipped. That's what sucks, motherfuckers. Okay. Everybody knows Queen Bee is back in the house. I had to take out the trash today for the first time in 2 weeks, motherfucker. Then the bitch has the audacity to tell me to clean my leg hairs up out of the shower after I'm done shaving. What the fuck? This is what I told her. I said, bitch, you one crazy motherfucking bitch. And at that point, I cleaned my leg hairs out of the shower, motherfuckers. Motherfucker, next thing I know, I'm up all night watching Lifetime with the fucking bitch. Tomorrow morning, she's gonna have my 6 a.m. to go to Target.
If I had to beg and plead and play the symphony.
So, Queen Bee looks at me and she says, Deano, if you don't get off that computer and get off that radio show, you ain't getting nothing tonight. So you know what I did, motherfuckers? I got off the computer. And I still didn't get nothing. Yo, listen up, motherfuckers. I have the most important thing you're ever gonna hear in your whole life. And here it is.
Congratulations for listening to another great Spreaker-powered show. You're clearly a big fan of podcasts, so why don't you nominate your favourite show for the European Podcast Award? The hunt has begun for Europe's best podcasts, so let us know which shows make you smile. Get over to European-podcast-award.eu and nominate your favourite podcast today. Sorry to interrupt your listening, and thanks to Spreaker.com for letting us in.
If that don't make sense to you and change your life, then you're one stupid motherfucker. Well, enough about that, guys. Thank you for joining me. I'm motherfucking Deano. This is Deano's Crazy Mind, and this is the motherfucking you network. Until next time, motherfuckers.
Go yourself. Listen, motherfuckers. Are you tired of censoring what the fuck you say to save someone's feelings? Well, I am, and I'm not gonna do it anymore. This is the Fuck You Network, baby. It's my station. I say what I want, when I want, how I fucking want to. We got shows for everybody on this motherfucker. We got Deano's Crazy Mind for all my fucking comedy freaks out there. We got Fuck You Sports with Deano for all them motherfuckers that like to watch sports just like me. We got the Fuck You Music Network. I play anything on that motherfucker. I got 22 gigs worth of music, motherfuckers. You're gonna hear it all, from country to motherfucking rock, yo. That's how the fuck we do. Alright, motherfuckers, enjoy. And remember, go fuck yourselves!
Like us on Facebook at the Fuck You Network.
My mama always said life was like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get.
Dude, seriously, it tells you what kind of chocolate it is right there under the lid.
Those were my magic shoes. My magic shoes will take me anywhere.
Hey, freak boy, why don't you sprinkle a little fairy dust on those magic shoes so you can fly, too?
That's when I met Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan was a douche.
And I became a shrimp boat captain.
I think you meant Gimp captain of Lala Boat, fairy boy.
You're not very nice.
Nice job, Forrest Gimp. You just figured it out.
And now the moment you've all been waiting for, the Stoner Jesus Show. Broadcasting live from the Stoner Jesus Studios in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's the Stoner Jesus Show with your host, Stoner Jesus, and his sidekick, St. Peter. You're a bitch. And now, Stoner Jesus. Welcome, bitches and dick nuggets. So what are you up to, St. Peter?
Well, as everyone knows, I'm running for president. I'm gonna legalize drugs, I'm gonna legalize prostitution, and I'm gonna legalize gambling. There's nothing better than playing poker while you got a hooker under the table and you're shooting up. It is my hope that someday soon in the great country, the great United States of America, gambling-addicted fathers will be gone for days at a time, while their wives are left at home with strange men doing blow, and the kids are in the next room playing Twister, and wondering how they're gonna come up with enough money to score their next dime bag. Yeah, man, we're doing t-shirts and everything. It's gonna be really cool.
This show is f***ing awesome, and I'm wasted.
I'm really wasted. And this makes for a better show, for better broadcasting. It's a lot better than that shit that I normally do. So because I'm wasted, this is extra special, super sized, enormous, great shit. So, Peter, what do you say we do some prank calls?
Yeah, that sounds good to me. I'm down. I'm game with it.
Okay, then. We're going to call Pizza Hut.
Hello, this is Chris Top. What's up?
Hello?
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 Is this Pizza Hut?
No, this is Chris Top.
Well, look, I'm really pissed off, motherfucker, and I need to talk to a manager right now.
Is this St. Peter? You've got the wrong number. This isn't Pizza Hut.
Yeah, well, you got any naked pictures of your mother?
No, I don't.
Oh, that's too bad. You want one?
That was awesome, St. Peter.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm just kidding with you, Pizza Hut, but I've got a complaint. I was driving past your establishment this afternoon in my car, and as I was driving by, there was a really, really hot team member that you've got working there. Her Pizza Hut hat flew off onto the ground, and she bent over to pick it up. And when I was sitting there staring at her ass, I ran into a pole. The damage is $2,500, so I think you owe me roughly 250 pizzas.
This is the Stoner Jesus Show live, bitches. And that was a prank called a Pizza Hut. I hope you enjoyed everything in the show. Go share it, bitches, because that's how we roll, home slices. Peace out, dick nuggets.
You can follow Stoner Jesus at twitter.com/StonerJesus420 and twitter.com/StonerJesusNet. You can follow St. Peter at twitter.com/ST_Peter420. The Vampire Raven is at twitter.com/TheVampireRaven, and Stoner Schizo is at twitter.com/StonerSchizo. Schizo is spelled SKITZO. And Cannabis Clay can be found on Twitter at twitter.com/CannabisClay and at cannabisclay.wordpress.com.
I love cell phones. I always keep mine handy just in case I ever witness a traffic accident. That way I can take photos for my friends and order a pizza while I watch.
I'm a beatnik and I'm really hip. I love to smile with a droopy lip. I play the bongos, I don't drive a jack. I don't dig squares, man, they're a drag.
Hey, and welcome to For the Love of Poetry and Spoken Word. Oh, the love of poetry and spoken word.
They're a drag. I don't dig the classes in the school. I flip when I hear Frankie singing cool. Don't give me records lest they're stereo. I call my girlfriend's father Daddy-O.
On today's episode, there's going to be plenty of stuff that you will enjoy. All right.
I don't dig squares, man. They're a terrifying drag.
For the love of poetry and spoken word.
I like to cha-cha in Bermuda's yard. I don't dig ivy clothes, they're too neat. I dig a t-shirt when it's really big. I look rather like Fabian, but I don't brag. I don't dig squares, man, they are a
I have some very special guests on the show today. Some of my favorite DJs on Spreaker reading some of my favorite poetry.
big squares, man, they just don't understand me.
I would like to welcome the one and only Mr. Chris Top to the program.
Hey, Clinton. Good to see you.
Likewise, Mr. Chris Top. Why don't you take this little pill I like to call modesty and stick it right up your butt? I would like to also welcome Glad to be Mad.
What's up, mate? This is Glad to be Mad from What's Hot on Spreaker.
Thank you, Glad, but I have to get on with my show because I talk really slow. And eventually I'll run out of time. And last but not least, we have Deano on the Love of Poetry and Spoken Word.
Yo, this is Deano. What the fuck? What's up, motherfucking face? Hey, Glad. Hey, Chris Top.
Let's go ahead and get this reading going. This is one of my favorite pieces of poetry called Fubble Who Brew Ha. Take it away, Mr. Top. This is for the Love of Poetry and Spoken Word.
Yeah, I think I'm ready, Clinton. I'm kind of excited. This is really cool. Hey, can we have some bongos or something?
Maybe we should get Mr. Top a foo-foo to go with those bongos.
That's it, mate, because I think he's a baby. Matter of fact, I think that baby ate my dingo. Dude, seriously, get him some bongos. It's Chris Top. Okay, guys, here goes nothing. Who say that, Flat Jack? Who's filleting the day in jetpack? Is it who's looking down from the lens of twin eyes? Holes or not, Kafka? Huffy cough, puffball of metaphysical ties. Tensanian metagalactic gargle blasting. Funka izzo gaggle blibber sip sip. Sippers izzo fat. Listo high kite spice like. Hypo rapso last off. What's over there? Dude, seriously, what the was that? Alright, I think it's my turn, mate. From the sky is my high. Unicorns everywhere. Sorry, that was my last show. Heel itsy bitsy, heel high, ooby dooby. Like a rubber from a cage. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Ruby from a cage. I've got something else on my mind. Raging from the hump, back to diamond. Ooh, well. Hi-ho kingdom. Well, in synchro factro microscopic ducto in your eye. Bye, Billy, bye-bye. Why is it a kitten for your sup? A bitten for your pup? A Lipton for your dog daddy fun ties? By the way, the Americans never made it to the moon in 1969. The truth, down under. Dude, seriously, what the f***? I'm not reading any of this pansy-ass bullshit.
Thank you all for joining me today on the Lovable and Moon Word. I really do appreciate your intellectual readings on my favorite piece of poetry. Remind me to never have guest DJs again.
Yay! Dorks of the world unite. It was quite impossible for us to be on your show, Clinton, because we're all dead. The truth, down under. Yo, fuck out of here. Hey, Clinton, go f*** yourself.
On the Love of Poetry and Spoken Word.
I have to say, I'm pretty excited. I never in a million years thought I could get someone as big as Lady Gaga on the Chris Top program. I mean, honestly, I think she made more money than Oprah did last year. And at the same time, I'm pretty nervous because, as most of you know, or those of you who listen to my show off and on, you know that Lady Gaga sort of sends off my Gaga gag reflex, is what I call it. And I like to run a professional show, so the last thing I want to happen is I lose my lunch during the interview. I mean, for some reason, I associate her with this smell of spam, and I don't know why. But I was always taught growing up that I should face my fears head on. So that's what I'm here to do today. I know for a fact you're not here to listen to me, so I would like to welcome Lady Gaga to the program.
Hello. Hi, guys. How are you?
Well, I'm Waba. Thank you for asking. That was very nice.
I agree.
Just out of curiosity, and please don't be offended by this, but I'm kind of curious as to why you don't have pants on.
I don't like pants.
Can you just not find any that fit properly? I know it must be very difficult to find pants that are made of meat.
I don't know.
Oh, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. As a matter of fact, I'll just
slip mine off as well. That way, I figured if I don't have pants on, then it's not quite as awkward.
Okay.
I don't know why you're laughing. I don't take my pants off for everybody.
Well, I dream about it a lot. You know, I don't know, I suppose I could lie to you and not tell you the truth, but the truth is I do think about it.
About me taking my pants off.
You're pretty sexy.
Oh, you think I'm sexy? Really?
Well, you don't have long hair and stink.
Well, and you don't smell like spam like I had thought you would.
Thank you so much.
You know, Lady Gaga, when you first started hitting the charts, there were a ton of rumors flying around the world about you. And one of them was that you actually had, I don't even know how to say this, man parts. And I want to get this clear once and for all. Do you? And I have to say I'm a little bit uncomfortable because I do see a bulge, and I'm not quite sure what that is.
It's not real.
Well, if it's not real, what is that exactly?
That part of my life has just really changed.
Okay, so you say it's changed. How long have you had that?
In the womb, the technology has just really changed.
Okay, so you were born that way. Sorry, I didn't mean that. Were you surprised to find out you were different?
Yes, of course. I was so surprised.
Okay, Lady Gaga, just excuse me for just 1 second. I was trying not to do this, but I'm having a very difficult time, and I'll feel better in just a sec. Okay, hang on.
Stop.
Yeah, sorry about that. I think I'm just a little bit nervous because you're such a big star.
Thank you.
Have you ever had this effect on anybody else besides me?
Thousands of people. Underground communities to an almost nauseating degree.
Okay, I noticed you're always changing your look. Sometimes you even looked a little orange. Today you look kind of pale. Is there something wrong?
I started.
That could be a little too much info, but I did ask, so I guess we can roll with it. How old were you when you first started your, or that time of the month?
I was 4.
You were 4. Wait, what?
I was 4.
You were 4. Okay, hang on just 1 second.
This is awesome.
I do, once again, I apologize. I'm not making you sick, am I?
No.
So Aunt Flo actually started to visit you when you were 4 years old. Was there something wrong?
I was tested.
You were tested, and everything came out okay.
And I still am fairly troubled. I don't really know exactly why it happened.
Well, okay, what kind of test was it?
An exorcism.
Was that your parents' idea? Were they okay with the exorcism?
For the most part.
Okay, so in the end, they didn't find that you were possessed.
I don't show any signs.
You don't show any signs. Well, you must have been relieved.
I cried. I genuinely was moved to tears.
You know, Lady Gaga, I have to say, this is one of my most interesting interviews to date. I hope you're having a good time.
I'm just falling asleep.
Oh, okay. Well, I have an interesting story that I could share with you if you want.
I'm not interested.
That was totally rude. So what do you want to talk about?
I think that question is kind of ridiculous.
Sorry about that. Sorry. So when you were growing up, was there anything that Lady Gaga was afraid of?
My big fear was of the anglerfish. I battle my childhood fear every night.
Does the anglerfish still haunt you?
Every moment of my life.
Oh, that's really sad. Does anything else bother you?
Still does.
Wait, what? I'm sorry, what did you say?
Still does.
Why do you have a fear of that?
Because everybody called me a tranny robot and thought that I had a little penis.
All right, hang tight.
Do you want me to yak?
No, really, I don't want you. No, see, no, that's not really not cool.
Weird.
Oh boy, are you all right?
I'm okay.
I am so sorry, Lady Gaga. If this wasn't live, I'd go back and edit that out because I know you don't want people hearing you throw up on live radio.
People think I'm sexy.
You know, I would really love to be a good host at this point and offer you a Mountain Dew, but for some reason I can't find them.
I took those.
How did you, when did you take how did you do that?
I really focused.
Okay, fine. Let's just move on with the interview. How did your parents feel about your career choices?
My mother was crying. It was like there's 2 guys having sex.
I don't understand the comparison. What does 2 guys having sex have to do with your mother crying?
I appreciate a great question. The gay community is the single reason that I'm here.
Okay. Well, that sort of leads me to my next question. Are you bisexual?
I didn't say, I would just say, yeah, you know, yeah. Am I bisexual? Whatever you want to call it, you can call it.
Well, have you ever considered being in a relationship with just a man?
I don't relate to it. Really enjoying traveling the world and sleeping with really good-looking people.
Well, I suppose that's one of the perks to being a superstar.
Do you find it morally okay to lead that kind of a lifestyle?
I genuinely have, religious vision.
Wow, people must think you're just totally insane.
I have tested borderline positive.
Are you okay with being crazy?
I really worked myself from the ground up.
Do you ever just step back and take a look at yourself and say, this is where I want it to be today?
I look at everything that happens to me.
Well, Lady Gaga, when people look at you and they start to push, and they start to say, well, you're not a real pop star. You're just in it for the shock factor. That's how you get your attention. How do you push back?
All the way down the stairs.
Really?
Yes.
Well, when is enough enough? How do you know when to stop pushing?
This basement area.
Okay. Say a young lady comes up to you and says, Lady Gaga, give me some advice. How can I make it to where you are today?
I worked hard.
I was always honest about my sexual freedoms. I did something wrong and I have to fix what I did.
Wonderful. That's some great advice, Lady Gaga. Any final words before we call it a day? If you could have one single wish, what would that be?
A world where we can all, in the future, love more harmoniously and more equally.
Oh, well, that's beautiful. I didn't even expect that. Anything else? Anything at all?
A world where everybody called me a tranny robot and thought that I had a little penis. Sick.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Lady Gaga, for being on the Chris Top program.
Okay, thank you.
This is awesome, to an almost nauseating degree.
All right, there you have it, Lady Gaga. I don't want you to move because you're absolutely, positively, 100% in the right place. The Chris Top program will be back.
Oh, baby, let's get ready for 300 seconds on the couch.
I really don't know it's going to take 300 seconds.
I get paid by the hour.
I didn't realize girls had nipples until I was 16.
And you did what again?
Well, yeah, I'm 39 years old and I make ringtones. You know, ringtones?
And how did that make you feel, Chris?
Well, Doc, as you very well know, I haven't had a whole lot of luck on the dating scene. I was talking to one of my buddies. He's been doing that internet speed dating. He actually met a girl from Russia. Really sweet girl. She's got a great job, too. He told me she works for a circus. She's a contortionist or a fire breather or something. They haven't physically met yet. Something about her waiting for the crop to come in so she can get plane tickets. When he was telling me all this, it dawned on me. My fire breather has got to be out there somewhere. My contortionist could be right around the corner and I won't even know it. You see, Doc, my problem is I just walk around all the time with my eyes closed. I mean, I just turned 40, so I'm going to have to start thinking outside of my comfort zone a little bit. Things aren't like they used to be, Doc. It's just not as easy anymore to go to Kroger and pick up a girl at the produce section.
So, Chris, you tried the internet speed dating.
Well, I was getting to that, Mary.
Chris, my name's not Mary, but go ahead.
Thanks, Mary. You're the greatest. Oh, Doc, it was so cool because you just clicked on the girl that you wanted to talk to. If you didn't like her, you just clicked on the next one and kept going. I struck up this great conversation. I mean, we talked forever. It was at least 5 minutes. Next thing I know, she's coming to my house.
You only talked to her 5 minutes and you invited her over?
Well, yeah. I know that sounds a little weird, but I consider myself to be pretty traditional. That's why it took so long. These kids nowadays, I just don't know about them. I have to say, I was a little hesitant because I've never dated an African-American girl. I've grown up in the South my whole life, and, well, that's always been frowned upon. I also have to admit, at the same time, it seemed a little bit exciting. I didn't have a lot of time, so I brushed up on Black history before she arrived. I put a lot of thought into this, and I wanted to make sure she had a great time. I guess I just wanted her to feel comfortable. I didn't want her seeing me as another one of those white cracker guy dudes. My research really opened my eyes, Doc. I have to say, when Martin Luther King refused to sit in the back of the bus, that simple little statement had a resounding effect on our nation. Thanks to that simple little act, today we have rap music. And rap music is a very big part of my life. Eazy-E taught me everything I need to know about women. I never thought about it until the other day, but I think there's a little bit of black in all of us. So Mona shows up at my front door. She's got this little red dress on. Her breasts were like, wow. And that booty of hers. Oh, man. The whole time I was thinking, I am so glad I found my black heritage. She had this leather bag strapped around her shoulder, and I said,
So, Mona, what's in the leather bag? She said it's my BDSM stuff. I'm going to go to the bathroom and I'll be right back. We had talked about her BDSM lifestyle very briefly during the speed dating. I had no idea she was actually going to bring her gear with her and show me her moves. While Mona was in the bathroom, I went to my bedroom and got ready. I put on my sweatbands, my shorts, my sweatshirt. I was ready to go a few rounds.
Chris, do you even know what BDSM is?
Well, yeah, Doc, it's kind of like Tybo. I used to have all the videos. I was totally prepared to give little Miss Mona a run for her money. So all of a sudden, the electricity goes off. So I get on my hands and my knees, and I'm feeling around under the bed for my flashlight. I always keep a flashlight under the bed because you can never be too prepared. It's right next to my sock. But that's another story for another session, Doc. Next thing I know, Mona kicks me right on the ass, and she's got this steel-toe boot on. I grab my flashlight, I immediately shine it right on her face, and she's dressed up like Adolf Hitler. She didn't say a word, she just threw this black leather mask at me and told me to put it on. The mask had a zipper mouth, so I put the zipper mask on, right? Then I lay down. Next thing I know, she's got these nipple clamps, and those aren't comfortable at all, Doc, let me tell you. She hooks them up to my nipples, and they're attached to a car battery. All of a sudden, this current is just going right through my nipples. I could feel it just shooting out of my toes.
How did you get away from her?
Well, when the current was shooting through my body, it actually made me wet myself. Oh, it was a good solid stream, too. I felt like I was 15 again. I ended up peeing all over Monica. When the urine hit her, it actually shocked the hell out of her, too. So when she passed out, it actually ripped off the nipple clamps, which really hurt. I got some crazy scars on my nipples right here. At least it'll be something for me to talk about with my buddies when we're drinking beer. So the ambulance shows up, they take Mona away, and I haven't seen her since. Here, do you want to feel my nipples, Doc? They're really tender.
No.
When I'm laying in bed at night, I wonder, how does the thing from the Fantastic Four go to the toilet?
What's going on, my people? Did you miss me? Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. Oh, I missed you. I did. Oh, my people. You know, I was like thinking this weekend, you know that Spreaker shit? That True Serum shit? I was thinking about that all weekend. Oh, gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. Oh, gotta love it. How could you not? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you listen to the Truth Serum, and you gotta love it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that Spreaker stuff is like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? I've got a new thing, and I've been thinking about doing this for a long time. And I finally broke down and did it. I went ahead and added the phone line, and we're gonna do that a little bit later in the show. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna do that later in the show and give my people a chance, an opportunity to call in. I see Sweetheart Ma Dukes is in the building. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? And I laugh like this because I think I'm a very sexy black man. You know what I'm saying? Yo. And just so all you ladies in the house know, right now I'm licking my lips, and when I lick my lips, that is reason. That is reason for this. Oh, hell yeah, let's give it up for licking the lips. Okay, now on with the topic. I don't know if you heard this in the news lately, but Michael Moore has been in the news, and he's called for a boycott of donuts. Michael Moore is blaming his obesity on donuts, and he says that that's the reason he has to buy 2 seats when he gets on an airplane. Now, I want to know what you're thinking about this. What do you think about Michael Moore and his boycott, yo? And that is my sexy black man laugh again. Yo. So, are y'all here with me tonight? What do y'all think about Michael Moore and his boycott? My Duke said, "I'll believe it when I see it." That's a good point, my Dukes. And I gotta say this real quick. For all the peoples that ever been arrested by the po-po, I know you saying this right now. Feels so good. Yeah, I'm feeling good. You know, after a long day, tired as hell, I feel good. So on the way home from work today, I stop off at Walmart, and I saw this woman in front of me at the checkout line. And you know, being a dude and all, your eyes tend to go straight for the breast. Well, I'm sitting there looking at her breast, and I'm thinking she's got a pretty nice rack on her. Until I realized I was looking at these back boobs, yo. The boobs were on her back. And that's when I thought to myself, Doctor? Why would she wear her boobies on her back? I mean, yo, do they make back bras for back boobies? I don't know. Maybe Michael Moore should boycott the donuts. I'm just saying. So before back boobie lady left the line, I couldn't resist it. I couldn't help it. I had to reach out and I had to touch her boobie. And I thought to myself, Doctor, why did I reach out and touch her back boobies? I know exactly why I touched her back boobies. Yo. Okay, quote of the day. I hope it touches you like it touches me, because it's a very powerful quote. And this one's for all my vegetarian friends out there that might be listening. Just remember, my food poops on your food. My food poops on your food. Enjoy your salad. Until next time, I appreciate you all listening to the show. Sweetheart, my dukes, I love you. Appreciate you checking out the show for real. Y'all be safe, y'all be good. Until the next time, I'm out.
Oh, baby, let's get ready for 300 seconds on the couch.
I really don't know it's going to take 300 seconds.
I get paid by the hour.
I didn't realize girls had nipples until I was 16.
And you did what again?
Well, yeah, I'm 39 years old and I make ringtones. You know, ringtones?
And how did that make you feel, Chris?
So, Barbara, I did something this week I'm ashamed of. You know how at the time something seems like a great idea, and then after you do it and it's too late to change anything, you realize it's a bad idea? Well, I think I messed up.
So why don't you tell me about it, Chris?
That is what I love about you, Barbara. You have an open mind and you don't judge me.
I get paid by the hour, and my name's not Barbara.
Well, remember last week how I told you I went on that road trip and the whole bathroom incident happened? Well, there was a little more to that story that I didn't feel comfortable with discussing last week, but now that I've thought about it, I think I'm ready to tell you. I was hanging with 3 old buddies of mine, and I get pretty trashed off the 2 wine coolers. We were having one of those deep intellectual conversations, and you know how everything seems deep and intellectual when you're drunk. I don't remember a lot about the conversation except for the part where we started talking about ex-girlfriends. This particular girl came to mind, and she wasn't even really my ex-girlfriend. I was going to ask her on a date, but I just never really could work up the nerve. It's one of those what-if moments. After the incident, I just couldn't work up enough courage.
Exactly what incident are you talking about?
Well, when I was younger, I was at a pool party with some of my buddies. I look up out of the pool and I see this angel just sitting there basking in the sunlight. Probably one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life. So I just sit there in the water for at least 30 minutes, trying to work up the nerve to get out of the pool and go talk to her. So finally I hop out of the pool. I hopped out a little too quickly. My swim trunks were actually pretty loose, and I didn't realize it, but when I got out of the water, my shorts stayed in the water. And Doc, I have to admit, when you get out of a swimming pool, that's not the best time to show off your stuff. You know, your goods.
So, how did that make you feel, Chris?
Honestly, at first I felt kind of violated, and then I just lost any nerve that I had because she was laughing at me. And my stuff. All I really knew to do was run. And I ran all the way home. So I'm telling my buddies this very same story that I just told you. Their advice, they told me I should rectify the situation. And I said there's no way I'm calling this girl up out of the blue. Especially not after she laughed at my bishop. And they told me that calling her wasn't actually the answer. What I should do was send her a picture of my fireman. I should tweet it to her because that's what everyone is doing these days. Like I said, I was pretty far gone, so it didn't take much to talk me into it. I go to the bathroom. Next thing I know, I got my phone out and I'm taking pictures of my stuff. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, I get that same feeling that I had when I was getting out of the swimming pool and she laughed at me. There was no way I was going to be able to send that picture. I got ready to hit the delete button, and then I thought about my buddies in the other room and how they were going to make fun of me when I walked out and said I couldn't do it. So I came up with a plan. I decided to put a subtitle under the picture. She knows my friend Anthony pretty well. He's one of the guys that was actually convincing me to do this. So I wrote under the picture, Anthony's Wiener. So the next day I get on my Twitter account to look at the picture, and I realize I screwed the whole thing up. Instead of putting Anthony's Wiener, I put Anthony Wiener. It's really taught me a pretty good lesson, Doc. I know now that if I ever decide to write anything, I can't drink a drop.
You don't read the news, do you, Chris?
Who has time to read the news? Oh, Barbara, I was just wondering, do you have a Twitter account? I figured maybe you and me could...
No.
Well, that's the end of the show. What did he tell me to say? Deano, download it as soon as you can, and life is good, and Chris is kind of gone. Take it from the top.
Is it over yet?
Completely over. You have been exposed to the Chris Top program.
Yeah, okay, are we done? I really gotta get a life.
Take it from the top.